What's up, guys? This is Hollow Crossing here. Thank you for joining me here on the NovaCraft server. And today, I learned a valuable lesson. I need to make sure not to AFK in a area that's not mob-proof. Yeah, I had a creeper that kind of creeped in here while I was AFKing, and fortunately I had a totem on me, so it didn't kill me, but it did some damage to the station. Well, thanks for joining me today. I have a couple of things I need to do. I'm going to be kind of doing a little bit of the interior inside of the station here in the main city of our Cyberpunk city, so I'm looking forward to that. Still looking for a name for the city. I have something in mind, but we'll get to that in a little bit. If you're new to the channel, if you give me a like, if you like the content, that would be cool. And if you subscribe, that would also be cool. So I got inspiration for the interior of this station by watching Etho on Hermitcraft. He made, I believe it's like a gas port or a happy gas port, and I loved what he did with the interiors using some jungle wood. So I'm going to see if I can collect a little bit of that and see if we can at least start on the interior of this trading station. So I'll gather some materials and we'll go ahead and take a whack at that and see how it's going to come out. Now, before I gather more materials, I need to improve my transportation. I have elytras, but I am out of rockets, but I do have a lot of gunpowder because we have a wonderful gunpowder farm. So I'm just going to go ahead and craft some rockets. I think I'm going to make flight duration 3. If you don't know how to do that, I'm sure most of you do, but take 64 gunpowder. Actually, make that 3 stacks of 64 gunpowder, 1 paper, and that'll give you flight duration 3 for your rockets. That is my preferred means of transportation because you can go a lot further with 1 rocket. But sometimes you don't want to use, 3, should say flight duration 3 rockets. Maybe you're going to travel a very short distance. In that case, just go ahead and make 1. So we're going to go ahead and craft ourselves some rockets, and we'll see if we can gather some materials. We're going to need some jungle logs, and we're going to need some glass as well. Well, here we have our jungle logs. We did get some mangrove logs as well, and we have all the glass that we're going to be using. So we're just kind of going to wing it here. I'm going to go ahead and cover that up. I don't want to keep falling down through the holes. And we're going to go ahead and start going up. One thing I did realize when I was building this is how dark it was. So I realized I need to remedy that situation really, really fast. So after laying down these logs and a little bit of glass, I decided it was time to see if we can buy some sea lanterns. So I'm just going to fly over quickly down to our subdivision, and I'm going to see if we can possibly get some sea lanterns here at our sea lantern and prismarine shop. But of course, nothing's free, so let me see what I got. I think 46 diamonds ought to cover it. I do like walking through my city. It's very satisfying after months and months of construction. See the progress that's being done. Excuse me, villager. We do have a few pop-up shops here down at the beach in Oahu. And here's the Prismarine shop, so let's see if I can get some sea lanterns. 1 diamond for 1 stack of Prismarine. Okay, I don't need Prismarine, I need sea lanterns. Is there anything over here? No, there is not. Well, that's going to be problematic. Okay. Well, I guess I'll find some other light source then. Well, I got an idea. We do have a farm in the Nether that I can get some materials from. Frog lights. Yeah, we'll use frog lights, since apparently sea lanterns are out of stock. So I'm gonna go over to the Nether really quick and see what I can gather over there. Gotta eat. I'm getting hungry. Well, here's our farm. This is more than enough frog lights. So let's get a variety of different colors. Maybe 2 stacks of each should be okay. And we'll head on out. This farm is neat because basically the magma cubes will spawn here and you can kind of chop them down and then the frogs kind of do the rest. Maybe eventually we could do it more automated, but at least for now it works. And there's plenty of frog lights for all the other players on the server. So we're just going to head back now, and maybe we can just go ahead and do a time lapse and get this build finished. Well, guys, I think that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully we can keep working on our train station here in our main city. I am looking forward to getting the floor done and also some of the walls. Still not sure what to do up in that area, but we'll figure it out on the next episode. If you're new to the channel, give me a like if you like the content and the video. And if you subscribe, that would be cool. Alright everyone, well I'll see you on the grid.